16. That's how you start week 9 of the college football season. College football final. EJ Manuel, Joey Galloway, and Matt Berry. We are the weekend before Halloween. Anything from this weekend on will have something to do with the college football playoff picture, conference championship picture. We had a boatload of those games on Saturday, starting in Baton Rouge with Texas A&M. One of the quieter top 3 teams we've had in a long, long time. Not a lot of people wanted to talk about them. One problem, you better, because they're really good. Early on, Marcel Reed decides to take off. We saw a lot of this on Saturday night.
Yeah, second drive of the game, 6 plays, 68 yards of Marcel Reed athleticism. He's a problem when he leaves the ball.
41 yards, 7-0. What can Nussmeier and that offense do to answer? Trey'Dez Green ties it up at 7.
A big target down there in the red zone. Green has had an excellent season.
Again, it's Marcel Reed and his ability to do this.
You got to keep him in the pocket. Marcel Reed, 13 carries, 108 yards, and a couple touchdowns.
Gain of 14 on the scramble. You know what's scary about him is he can throw just as good as he runs.
Absolutely, fella. Look, this guy is lethal down in the red zone. One, because he can run around, but he's looking for receivers. Excellent accuracy right
KC Concepcion puts the Aggies up 14-7. Then A.J. Halsey picks off Reed in the end zone. You're thinking, okay, 14-9, here come the Tigers.
LSU's in it. The defense gets a huge stop. Now if they can score and take the lead.
They do. Harlan Berry, no relation.
Is your cousin?
It is. LSU takes a 15-14 lead. 3rd and 4 now. 18-14. Reed.
Once again. Again, when he gets inside the 10 to 20-yard guys, this is where he
really was amazing how that punt return completely changed the feeling in this game, and from then on out, it was all A&M.
Yeah, Reed getting the Marion right here on the screen. And again, this is the easy stuff that Marcel Reed to continue to add to those stats. LSU struggling.
Yeah, Texas A&M and Brian Kelly, they had no answers. The crowd wasn't liking it. They got beat down at home, 49-25. A&M 8-0 for the first time since 1992.
I keep saying this, it's not about the past. We got to stop worrying about the past, thinking about the past, talking about the past. I'm excited for what this team is doing right now. This team is doing some really special things. I think we should enjoy it. I think we should stop focusing on last year. I think we should, I answered 3 questions on our Wednesday media call about last year. I don't understand why we can't just enjoy what's happening. We should enjoy what's happening. We're an 8-0 football team.
It's a great point. Last year has a point. Relevant. A&M has been handing their opponents their lunch for some time now, marking its 4th straight road game, scoring 40 points. Not only is that the Aggies' longest streak in program history, it's time for the longest streak in SEC history. That's a storied history. Speaking of a storied history, Alabama on the road, taking on South Carolina. A lot of people thought maybe the Gamecocks could spring an upset, and at least early on, it looked as if that might happen until Lenore said, hey.
And South Carolina's coming off of 2 straight losses, and they're leading early in this game, but they settled for a field goal early, and now Alabama has the lead with their defense.
And Alabama's offense really stymied all day. Here, Josh Cuevas for the touchdown. Alabama takes a 14-6 lead, 3rd quarter. South Carolina up 14-6. Sellers looks deep, finds Nick Harbor. How about this throw?
And fellas, this was an excellent response in this drive. One play, 54 yards right there for a touchdown to Harbor.
14-12. They went for the 2-point conversion, didn't convert. So now 15-14 South Carolina. Mason Love punts for the Gamecocks. It goes off Jalen Mbakwe, and Harbor comes up with it.
Alabama had 2 turnovers in this game. This one is huge. Carolina with the ball up 1 point.
You're sitting there watching saying, oh my goodness, is Alabama going to go on the road and lose to a struggling South Carolina team? Sellers makes it 22-14.
It's certainly looking this way. And look, Alabama did struggle stopping the run from Lenore Sellers, but the offense gets them back.
All right, so here's the drive for Alabama. Now 22-14, Ty Simpson, Jan Miller, first down tie.
And Ty Simpson struggled a little bit in this game, so they started getting easier throws out to the flat, big plays, big first down.
And how about this play call? Jeremy Bernard out of the backfield, cut the lead, 22-20. What a drive for Bama to get back in this game. They'd have to go for 2. Direct snap, trick play. Cuevas ties it.
Little razzle-dazzle right there, handing it off to Ty Simpson. Cuevas out in the flat, easy catch and throw.
So here comes South Carolina. Lenore Sellers would fumble the ball.
And this is the 2nd turnover for Lenore Sellers in this game. 1 interception, 1 fumble. Both would lead to points.
All right, so you're thinking Alabama, they're going to just get field goal range and win it. But Jeremy Bernard direct snap wins the game for Alabama.
Offensive coordinator Ryan Grove was in his bag, dialing it up. Excellent play call right there. Jeremy Bernard runs it in.
Largest 4th quarter comeback for the Tide since 2021. They escaped Columbia.
We were great in the
Yeah, you may look back on that win for Alabama at the end of the season and say, you know what, that was their hardest fought win of the year, especially the gauntlet they went through. What about Ole Miss? They're in their own little gauntlet, coming off the loss to Georgia, back on the road in Norman, Oklahoma. Second quarter, OU trails 10-3. John Mateer to Isaiah Satania, 76 yards to the Sooners, tied at 10.
Satania 6 catches, 131 yards, and this touchdown, and it's a big one that ties the game up.
So then Ole Miss would grab the lead back 15-10, and here Kewan Lacey, direct snap right up the gut. Ole Miss leads 22-10 at the half.
You know what, this was huge. Ole Miss able to get the touchdown right before the end of the first half. Excellent job closing it out.
So 25-13. Here comes OU. Xavier Robinson, he looks like he's all bottled up. Squirts out for 65.
This game was starting to have the feel that Ole Miss was taking over. Here comes Oklahoma, hitting a home run, bringing within one score.
And guys, remember that we saw this last week. Again, Ole Miss in control. Georgia fights their way back. And again, here's Robinson for the touchdown, and OU grabs the lead.
Yeah, one thing OU had to do late in this ball game was run the football, continue to get that time of possession on their side. Excellent finish.
Failed the two-point conversion, under 12 to go. This is where we really saw Trinidad Chambliss step up. Trace Buckler, touchdown Ole Miss.
And Buckler had one catch in this game, and here it is for a touchdown.
31-26. They too failed the two-point conversion. So you're going to need something out of your quarterbacks to see the touchdown again for Ole Miss, a big one. Final 21 seconds left. Mateer trying to get something going for the Sooners to pull off the miracle.
Yeah, good job by Mateer. Just taking what the defense gives you. Get a little closer to that end zone.
And then one final opportunity. Wasn't going to be good enough. Ole Miss 6-0 after a loss, getting their first win against a ranked SEC opponent on the road under Lane Kiffin.
What your quarterback Trinidad Chambliss did, what kind of statement did he make with how he played against this defense that was much hyped headed into this game?
This is a great defense. They're one of the best players in the country right there. So just really pleased how our guys finished off. We talked about it at halftime. You know, we had Georgia down 2 scores and we let that one slip away, and so we didn't want to do it again. And so got a little hectic there, but I'm actually glad we won it on defense.
Again, our guys are straining. We just didn't play real smart at times in the first half. And I didn't think we got into the kind of rhythm and in sync offensively that we needed to do the things that from a game plan standpoint we felt we could do, we didn't do.
Now, look, we've seen anything can happen in college football this year, especially in the Egg Bowl, Mississippi State. But that's what's left on Ole Miss's schedule after Saturday.
I think we always look at people's schedule and say they don't have any ranked teams, but there's going to be some tough games in there. Right. Absolutely. Florida's a pretty good football team that doesn't have a great record, but they come to play.
And we saw what South Carolina did Saturday against Alabama. They're certainly going to put up a fight again. The Egg Bowl, we see anything in college football, but that's what's left on Ole Miss and their chances to win according to ESPN Analytics. The other big one to discuss in the noon window, or the 3:30 window rather, Vanderbilt, Missouri. Instead of kicking a field goal, 4th and goal, Eli Drinkwitz goes for it. Bo Pribula injured on the play. According to reports, a dislocation of an ankle, MRI scheduled Sunday. But it doesn't appear he's going to be back anytime soon. So it's going to be the young freshman that would come in for them, but it was going to be Vanderbilt's running game that gives them a 10-3 lead.
Yeah, this is a huge run. Also, the blocking down the field, I want to note that because Vandy was effort out wide. It's not just about the receivers catching the football, also blocking out there for Young.
80 yards from Kylan Young. Now Matt Zollers, he's the talented true freshman quarterback. 4th and 2 finds Jude James to tie it at 10.
Zollers comes in on a 4th and 2. He went 14 of 23, 138 yards. This touchdown to tie it up.
So that does tie it up. So what could Diego Pavia do to answer? He does this. Drives him down the field, puts him up 17-10.
Diego Pavia is going to do whatever is needed to keep his football team on top. Excellent run right there in the goal line.
50 seconds to go in the game. This thing gets wild. It's 4th and 10. Zollers escapes the pocket, finds Kevin Coleman Jr. for 14 and a first.
Coleman had 7 catches, 109, makes a big one to keep the ball moving.
Now this was almost the big one of the season.
Come on.
Hail Mary coming from Zollers. Coleman Jr. at the goal line. Actually, he grabs it.
Is he in?
There's 3 fans over there that are excited about this because they realize.
And Coleman Jr. didn't look excited either.
He's a little short.
Just inches short as Vanderbilt 7-1 for the first time since 1941.
Let me tell you something. You guys got to hear me on this. great teams, good teams, great find a way to win. And listen to me. We talked about this before the game. We weren't coming back in this locker room without that win. What's the mission? That's what it looks like sometimes. Nice job, boys.
The Vanderbilt story continues. Second ever win as a top 10 team and 3 victories over AP-ranked opponents, the most in Commodores history as they continue to have a historic season there in Nashville. So much to discuss here from the big games on Saturday. But EJ, at some point, you could look at Texas A&M based on resume alone and say that is the #1 ranked team in the country.
Beyond that, I think Marcel Reed can go ahead and start booking that flight to New York City for the Heisman Trophy because he's really put himself in the conversation, guys. Today, 202 yards passing, 108 yards rushing, 4 total touchdowns. And the best part about this, on the road in Death Valley at night, all the odds against him. What he did, guys, was just lead this football team. So you see it in all 3 phases. Of course, Reed's playing great on offense. Defensively, they're bowing their neck. And then special teams, Casey Concepcion getting punt returns for touchdowns. Excellent play by A&M.
EJ, and you know what it is, too? Each time A&M goes out, they just make a statement. I mean, they're leaving no doubt on the field at a place in Baton Rouge where a lot of people thought maybe LSU could restart their season and get the win. On the other side of this, Joey, we were watching that game. We're like, well, wait a second. How does Alabama go through that gauntlet against South Carolina? And you said it perfectly. Well, teams that come out of that gauntlet sometimes struggle.
They played Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Maybe their best game was last week against Tennessee in the way they played. And so the problem when you have a young team is, can we get back up? And that's what the SEC does to you. Now they go on the road to play South Carolina. They came to play in this game, even though they were coming off of a 2-game losing. It looked like South Carolina was the better football team, but Alabama's defense held them to field goals. South Carolina missed a field goal. Alabama's defense got a turnover, scored a touchdown. South Carolina had more total yards. They ran the ball better. And you could see later on, Ty Simpson was a little off in this game. They didn't have their fastball. But Kalen DeBoer and his staff, the play calling at the end of the game got really good. And they gave him some easier passes. They made the plays. They got the big turnover. And when you're a team like Alabama, you find a way to win. Yeah. And now you go back, you get a chance to correct those wins. When you look at the rest of their schedule, also they're a team that they got a chance to be in this thing at the end. They're one of the undefeated teams in the SEC play. The schedule gets a little bit more manageable now.
I mentioned they trailed by 8 in the 4th quarter. That's the largest comeback since 2021. Matt Trivia, who is that 8-point comeback against 2021?
Say LSU.
I'll go with EJ.
Guess we're good.
Go.
Auburn.
Oh, man, I knew better to go with
Auburn.
EJ.
You could never ride with
three for the day.
You went 3 for 3.
I knew better.
Auburn was the correct answer on that one. The correct answer to the SEC is going to be wild.
Got excited.
So the Yankees, that includes Texas. Arch and the Longhorns go on the road again. Could they get another victory when it looked like defeat was on the way? Plus BYU now in that captain seat in the Big 12. And Matt, back with you. Texas last week on the road. Kentucky escaped with victory. Could they do it again? They're down 17 in the 4th quarter at Mississippi State. Arch Manning to Parker Livingston.
How about the throw by Arch Manning? And how about the catch by Livingstone? Gets both feet down, drags it. Here comes Texas.
So Livingston the catch. Texas cuts the lead to 10, 31-21. Blake Shapen, play action, shoves it to Devin Booth. Booth takes it all the way, 62 yards. It's like, all right, well, there goes the comeback.
Tell you what, quarterbacks love when you can just dump off a little check down and then the running back does the rest of the way. 62 yards, Devin Booth.
Again, so they come back. Now it's 17 again, under 12 to go. 4th and 1. Manning to his right. Incomplete. However, flag on the play.
Flag down.
Can't rough Arch. Was that roughing?
EJ's
kind of late.
I knew it. Quarterbacks.
Kind of late.
Late? Well, okay. Emmett Mosley. What a grab. 21-yard touchdown pass for Manning. It's back to 10. Just over 2 to go. Mississippi State punting. Ryan Niblett situated at his 21. All you got to do is make the first couple of guys miss, and then you work it.
Oh, that's all you got to do.
79 yards.
And this is Niblett's 2nd punt return touchdown on the season for Texas. This one's a big one. It ties it up late in the 4th quarter.
Unbelievable comeback at a UT. First play of OT. Manning looking for a receiver. Rolling out. Scrambles, gets the first down.
Slide.
But here's the story. You see him get hit in the back. Sources confirmed to ESPN that Arch has a concussion. They confirmed multiple sources in a report that was out there, so he would not return. What would happen afterwards? Matthew Caldwell, the backup. Hey, you know what? Just go to Mosley.
Next man up, Caldwell comes in. Hadn't played the entire night, but in overtime, he comes in and delivers a strike.
Joey, to your point, what a remarkable catch.
They had to go back and look at that
yeah.
one.
But they got it right. And then final chance, not exactly the best overtime possession for Mississippi State.
I don't think this is the last play you want. It didn't quite